Man, the internet's been kind of crazy the past couple of days now, hasn't it been? Yes, sir. It's been a little bit silly if you ask me, because it turns out that Grand Theft Auto 6 has been leaking all over the internet, especially on Twitter. Non-stop footage and content being shown of a 3-year-old build all online. Seeing the main character shoot a basketball, drive a car, walk down Miami-Dade County. Personally, in the 305, not a good idea if you ask me. But the thing is, we're seeing other things happen as well, as we're watching this hacker group called CyberLeaks go around and tell other companies, people like Rockstar, people like PlayStation, that the reason this is happening is because they're no longer making physical media and forcing everybody to an all-digital future. That sounds pretty good, right? Like a really noble endeavor for everything to happen. The problem, though, is there's a massive catch and a caveat. And this kind of behavior and this kind of strategy could really impact everyone in the gaming industry in a massive negative way across the board, especially with what's been happening the past year and a half. And we'll talk about that later on in the video too, trust me. But the second issue and other problem that we're dealing with right now with CyberLeaks and GTA6 putting everything online is the fact that CyberLeaks isn't just doing this out of the goodness of their own heart. It turns out that behind every single leak, behind all their websites, and behind all their speak, they're running a scam. And they're trying to make you pay for it. And trust me when I tell you, it's going to get worse before any of this gets better. Because according to Dexerto on Twitter, the person behind the alleged GTA 6 leak claims they shared it because the game will be digital only. Now, right off the bat, you're thinking, Alex, there's no way you can be mad at this guy in the first place. Why would you even be upset that someone like CyberLeaks is going around and using this kind of footage and this kind of reaction to go through and put the leaks online? Hell, you even said it yourself. There's no reason why Netflix should be having a $28 paywall to watch GTA 6 footage when they should have put that footage out from the very beginning before Rockstar even took your money. And sure, that is an absolutely valid thing to say. The problem is, though, the main leaker for CyberLeaks and why this is happening is not using this as an actual reason to go through and tell the gaming industry what to do. They're using it as a way to protect themselves as a shield, morally grandstanding themselves across the board, so that way the actual regular viewer will see this as a way to go ahead and defend them in what they're doing. Granted, all three companies are in fact total PlayStation, Take-Two, and even Rockstar. And we've seen some of the responses to this tweet as well. People literally treating CyberLeaks like an actual hero. Check this out. With Palace replying to Dexerto saying, "Valid crash out." With Baker's Game Corner also replying and saying, "Normalize leaking AAA and AA games that don't release with a physical disc." And El Assassin Dark 891 saying, "Carefully, he's a hero." So right here with all this happening, I should be saying things like, yo, this guy's doing the Lord's work. He should be going on and still doing this. I want to make this very clear and just upfront for everybody. I am absolutely not defending Rockstar, Take-Two, or any corporation. There's a reason why I'm against what CyberLeaks is doing, and it's going to involve exactly two specific things. Number one is stop killing games. And number two, it's the fact that CyberLeaks is running a literal scam in the way of trying to screw over you as a customer by going around and putting these leaks out on a consistent basis. But don't worry, we'll get to that in just a moment. It turns out Dexerto wrote an article, and here's what they had to say. With the article by Dexerto stating, the leaker is someone going by CyberLeak, and they say they will continue posting in protest of Rockstar's decision for GTA 6 to be digital only. At the time of writing, they've only released 2 videos and a few images of the map. In fact, Dexerto also used a portion of the tweet by NickTech as well, but I want to give you guys the full context so you understand exactly what's going on. Here's what he had to say. NickTech posted, CyberLeak, the person behind the alleged GTA 6 map and gameplay video leak, has stated in Page that he will not stop until Rockstar Games issues a public statement and apology with a concrete commitment to be better, saying, quote, "No consumer shall pay for a game through digital storefronts before release and independent review. Physical orders for tangible media remain permitted. Pre-orders were not created for gamers. They were created because physical discs had manufacturing limits. In digital distribution, there is no inventory, there is no stock shortage, a digital copy cannot sell out, yet publishers kept the pre-order system and stripped away its only consumer benefit. Now gamers pay early and receive nothing in return except a countdown timer and a cosmetic skin. If publishers want revenue before launch, they can press discs, print boxes, put them on shelves, earn that money through physical production. Another quote seen from the GTA 6 leaked map says, "Fighting for gamers' rights." It's evident that the whole reason behind these leaks are the decision to ship GTA 6 without a physical copy, making GTA 6 the one game that got leaked the most during its development time. What's going to be more interesting, however, is if more leaks are going to happen because of this. No one can tell how much info or leaked footage CyberLeek has to share. Now, any other time, I would be totally 100% behind what CyberLeek is doing. The problem, though, is now's not the right time, and I'm going to explain why. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. CyberLeek is doing the one thing that people want them to do, but the problem is they're using this as an actual shield. They're going around and using, "We want you to press discs, we want you to have physical copies," as a way to emotionally manipulate you into defending them and what they're doing. And the thing is, they're doing this while also trying to scam you at the same exact time, literally being no better than Rockstar, Take-Two, or even PlayStation in what they've been doing to you as a customer for the past 6 months and even the next 2 years and into the future. And the reason why I say that is because of this. Stop killing games. SKG has been on a massive rampage and warpath the last year and a half, fighting for your actual rights as a customer to make sure you own that content. The problem is someone like CyberLeek's doing what is considered to be actual illegal behavior, and leaking that content could do one thing only: make sure that there are actual people in the space, in Parliament, in the EU, and even the government to go around and say, "Why should we give you those rights when all you're going to do is steal the content anyways and leak it online?" That could put everything into a massive negative space all over SKG and could truly put the kibosh on actual game ownership right now. And that's the real problem with all of this. CyberLeek using that as a shield and emotionally manipulating you as a viewer and a customer is exactly the problem what we don't want to happen right now. In this space where SKG is so incredibly close to possibly having a major win under their belt and giving you actual ownership. The thing that you've been fighting for, the thing you've been actually wanting companies to do, give you actual ownership, whether it's physical or even digital. And it looks like I'm not the only one that feels this way, because even Stop Killing Games had to make a post addressing what CyberLeek is in fact doing and how it can negatively impact you in the future. Because according to Eurogamer, Stop Killing Games urges people not to support GTA 6 leakers who declared gamers' rights their motive for action. With the article saying, quote, "Using illegal means to make a point is unacceptable to us and does nothing to protect our right to keep using what we paid for. No matter how strongly you disagree with the decisions of upper management at these companies, there are still thousands of developers who worked hard on this project, and they're the ones being hit the hardest. Channel frustration into something constructive instead. This kind of act is destructive and helps no one. Worse, it risks tarnishing the reputation of our communities and our chances to make change." Stop Killing Games appears to fear the action of this leaker group, tarnishes the work it has done. The work has, to the group's credit, been impressive. The group has spent ample time in European Parliament, pushing for greater protections for players, as digital games continue to vanish after being switched off. Stop Killing Games has also continued to support a variety of game-related legislative battles globally, including a recent Dutch consumer rights lawsuit and a consumer protection bill in California. Look, I get it. Everybody's pissed. You're mad, I'm mad, we're all mad at what PlayStation is doing, what Rockstar is doing, what Take-Two is doing, what the entire gaming industry is doing to you as a customer. And I feel that anger and I feel that pain. And I know it exactly firsthand because I've already lived through it. I've already been through that space where you lost all your physical media, where you're only given digital, and you have no real way of knowing whether or not the thing that you're paying for is going to last for you for a very long time, or if you're ever going to even own it in the first place. This channel has always been 100% about customer advocacy, and I intend to keep that all the way through. The issue, though, is what CyberLeek is doing, even though he's parading it around as trying to defend the actual user and the actual customer, is he's using it as a literal shield to defend himself from criticism about putting the leaks out in the first place. And I get what people are going to say. Alex, you can't even say that's true. Alex, there's no way this is even correct. Well, I can prove that. Because the problem is, CyberLeek isn't putting out this content or these leaks to make sure that you see what's going on before you spend your money. CyberLeek is doing this and putting these leaks out to sell a meme coin and to scam you out of the money that you've worked for. With GameSpot posting, GTA 6 leakers say they acted for gamers' rights while pushing a meme coin. Here is the CyberLeek website that I've been able to find online. It is in fact their actual site and even goes to show exactly what they're talking about and where those talking points even came from. On their actual About page, you can see the literal statements that they're trying to make about what's been going on and why they are in fact leaking all this information about GTA 6. And it looks, like pretty cringe, actually. I don't know why they're using this kind of type font with also the blue background. You can't even read it if you're not really zoomed in all the way, but we're going to go ahead and go over it real quick for you guys. The first thing is they made commandments about what should be happening in the gaming industry. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. Commandment 1, thou shalt not sell digital pre-orders. Commandment 2, thou shalt not sell fake single-player DLC. Commandment 3, thou shalt preserve single-player content. With the final word saying, these 3 commandments are the floor, not the ceiling of what is acceptable. If publishers violate them, they will be targeted. CyberLeek will continue to disrupt their operations until they issue a public statement and apology with a concrete commitment to fix the harm they have caused. No private negotiations, no quiet settlements. The public sees it or the leaks do not stop. Publishers should beware. If CyberLeek can reach Rockstar, no one is safe. This is a message to all big corpo. Behave or be the next target. This is the CyberLeek edict, and it's non-negotiable. But the thing is, even though that sounds kind of cringe, honestly, like a 13-year-old wrote it, there's a bigger problem with this. The bigger problem is that on every leak that's happening, that's being put out by CyberLeek, and even on their own website, they are actually trying to sell you a meme coin, a token perhaps, trying to make you give them money for more leaks as well. No, I'm not kidding. In fact, check this out. On the literal homepage of their website, they actually put their wallet address and then apply token info, showing a 1 billion token supply. They're even showing the security of it and the taxes of it as well, I guess. Look, this is nothing more than an actual scam. How they got a hold of what's going on with GTA 6 is another question altogether, and their motives are in fact absolutely clear. This isn't about actual protection for a customer. This isn't about going around and targeting companies going all digital. This is about a way for this group to go through and turn around and hack any company they can, putting leaks out to have you give them money for more of that content and more of those leaks as well, all through their actual meme coin. With a Twitter account name I'm not going to say on YouTube saying CyberLeek scam. Okay, maybe the GTA 6 leak is real, but these guys saw the hype and said, F it, let's print a coin. QR codes, websites, buy CyberLeek, gamers' rights. They're farming GTA hype, not building Chart can still send, people can still ape, CT can still go completely insane, and the one random morning, poof, your gamer rights are now negative 99%, and even showing the CyberLeek ticker at a 4.5% uptick from what we saw previously. And that's my problem with the entire thing. CyberLeek is not working in a way that is trying to benefit you as a customer or trying to take down the man with going around and leaking all their footage. What CyberLeek is doing is trying to manipulate you and screw you by making you put money into their fucking stupid meme coin so that way they can rug pull you out when they get busted and then use that money to do whatever they want with. Literally going around and doing exactly what CoffeeZilla has been warning everybody about the entire time. Why do you think all the leaks have the meme coin stack on it? Why do you think everybody is talking about what CyberLeek is doing? Why do you think they love all the actual promotion being done? And that's why Stop Killing Games is not being involved with this at all, and why CyberLeek isn't doing anything to help you or the industry or even give you ownership. What they're doing instead is going around and ruining the actual work being put in by people from Stop Killing Games, by other individuals who are trying to go through and enact actual real change in the gaming space so you can have physical discs and your actual ownership. All that CyberLeek is doing right now is going through and providing any piece of hype to sell you that meme coin so they can make that money even though they have that GTA footage. Like that tweet said, the footage might be real, but everything else is a load of bullshit. Even on their own website, they are literally running a paid poll about which GTA video they should release next. And here at the very bottom is the most damning evidence of all. Saying how voting works. Send $CyberLeek to the address of the choice you want to vote for. Only CyberLeek is accepted. Sending SOL or other tokens will result in loss of funds. Donations are final and go directly to funding the CyberLeek project. The winning choice will be featured in the content section within 24 hours after the poll ends. This is why groups like Stop Killing Games are against what CyberLeek is doing. Not because they're leaking the footage, but the fact that they're going around and asking for actual funds and finances through coins, mind you, a meme coin which can be rug pulled from you at any moment in time, promising you one thing and then getting something else, using those donations to be untrackable in that Bitcoin space. So that way, 1, they don't get taxed, 2, they can just ship off with their money somewhere else, and 3, abusing you emotionally into giving them money so that way they can go through and take that and put out content for you that should have been out from the very beginning. Again, they came in with the best intentions, but it turns out they're just basically DSP on the backside, begging for money at every single opportunity that they can in order to go ahead and screw you every single time. Emotional manipulation and then going ahead and lying to you while doing this has to be the scummiest practice of all. And the thing is, this kind of thing could impact you in a negative way in the future, especially if for some reason CyberLeek gets attached to Stop Killing Games, and then SKG has to go to the EU and then explain what CyberLeek has done, why they were associated, or why they didn't associate, or even make a statement about it in the first place. So this could be worse for everybody in the long run. And no matter what CyberLeek says or does, clearly what they're trying to do is nothing more than scam you out of your money. Just as bad as Take-Two, just as bad as Rockstar, and just as bad as PlayStation. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I want to hear what you guys got to say about this in the comments section down below. Do you think CyberLeek is doing it out of their own benefit? Do you feel the GTA 6 leaks are actually warranted? Or do you think CyberLeek could ruin everything for you as a customer? I want to hear what you guys got to say. And speaking about what you got to say, here's the comment of the day from yesterday's video. With Samsol Hassan saying, "Stop simping, guys, stop buying, and talk with our wallets." And Shamsol is 100% correct. If you want to stick it to these companies, if you want to really teach them a lesson, the best thing for you to do is, in fact, close your wallet and don't give them a goddamn dime. If you want to teach Rockstar a lesson, don't buy GTA 6. If you want to teach PlayStation a lesson, don't buy anything from that company, and then go and support a group that is actually doing the right work in the gaming space to give you ownership. And that is Stop Killing Games. But as always, if you guys want to see more of this kind of content though, more PC port reviews, gaming news, Steam Deck videos, fanboy content, and live streams, subscribe to the channel. If you want Discord access or emotes during those live streams, become a YouTube member. It's as low as $1. Look, if you don't want to spend the buck, bro, don't even sweat it. Come on down to the live streams Saturday night live, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, as I wear a banana suit and get insulted with text-to-speech. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Saturday nights live, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. Do you want even more of me though? Check out Oh No It's Alex Gaming. Link to that channel is in the description down below. New videos go up every single Monday, and I live stream there daily as well, Monday to Friday from around 10 a.m. to about 2 p.m. We're playing Mortal Shell 2, and watch as the chat also insults me and calls me DSP while I'm playing the game. Trust me, you don't want to miss that either. Come on down and hang out as I get you through your workday. With all that being said though, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great one, and I'll see you gooners next time. Peace!